Hey, what's up guys, Lucid Abstract here, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you some starter tips to help you improve at SpellBreak, Mage Battle Royale. Now my first couple tips are before you even get into a game. Just come into practice. I'm going to set up a couple things first. First, the setting called Run by Default. You're going to go to Settings. You're going to go to Controls and Sprint as Default right here. You want to click this, make sure it's clicked, and now anytime you move, you're always running. This way you're never walking without having to hold the Shift key. It frees up a whole button for you to work with. Now the next thing you're going to want to look at are your keybinds. You're going to want keybinds that are comfortable to your hand and how you play. So again, under Controls, you want to come down, look at all your keybinds, and kind of set them up where you want them. I'm going to give you an example. Now the defaults are automatically going to be placed in there. A couple of the ones that I changed hotkey 1 and hotkey 2 to my side mouse buttons. That way I can carry 4 gloves, 2 on me and 2 in my inventory that I can switch out. The other button I changed was use skill. It's set as R, and I set it as middle mouse button because it's much easier to click than reaching for R and giving up one of your side strafe buttons. But mainly you want to find keys that are comfortable for you. Now keep in mind when it comes to switching through gloves, your right glove doesn't have a key to switch quickly, but your left glove can. So whatever one you want to keep at all times on, that's the one you keep in your right. The other ones can easily be switched through with whatever hotkeys you put on. But there is a second cooldown of switching between them after one has been used. Now the next thing I want to go over is movement. Now in SpellBreak, your movement is kind of everything. You have to be able to move out of fire, toxic, whatever, earth. You want to not get hit. And movement is your key way of doing that. There's a few things that can help you with your movement that you don't know right away. For example, the air glove. With the air glove, you can look down, hit the ground, and launch into the air. And if timed right, you can launch even higher on the next one. You can use this to get around fast, or to just get an aerial advantage. The next thing I want to bring up is game sense. Like movement, that's important to know when to move out, rotate out if you're low, or when to push and aggressively go after someone who might be weak, trying to evade you. Now game sense can come in any form. It could mean knowing your cooldowns, when they'll refresh, and when they're ready again. And timing just got one. The thing I want to emphasize is combos. Now comboing your elements can bring on much more damage. Like the Dragonfire. Those ticks of 3 are now ticks of 12.
On me, on me?
Got another one on me.
Got one. Another thing to be aware of is that a circle gives you your ability point. Every time you get to a closing circle, you get an ability point towards your build. The next thing I want to look at is your build and your playstyle. You want to build your playstyle around what you're good at. Use which mechanics you're comfortable using best, and then build around that. And with that, when you start to learn different playstyles, you'll learn to recognize playstyles. Now when you recognize other people's playstyles, you can counter them based on the weakness of that playstyle. And now one of the most important things to getting better at any game
Killed one.
is
Oh,
experience. You have to be able to grind fighting. Hiding an entire match and then running into an experienced fighter at the end, you're never going to win. So the way to get better is to jump populated areas, get a gauntlet, and fight. Learn the mechanics, get comfortable with it, build the muscle memory. That's the only way you're ever going to learn it. So don't be afraid to grind the fights. Experience
GG, guys.
all the mechanics over and over until they're second nature to you. And last but not least, I want to go over sportsmanship and playing with others. Now, as in closed alpha, they are quite small servers, so you'll probably be seeing a lot of the same people and over again. So the key thing is just be nice. If they get you, GG. If you get them, GG. You're going to see them again. But what makes you a better player is fighting against people who are better than you, or perhaps fighting with people who are better than you, and learning from them how they do it, how they use their playstyle, what advantages or disadvantages they use to amplify their playstyle.
Got him.
So being friendly and having good sportsmanship can go a long way when you meet other people, because you never know what you might learn from somebody playing with.
Double
Someone
exile
playing
for the
against.
finish, baby. 5 kills. GG.
Alright guys, this has been Lucid Abstract. I hope some of my tips help you and build your playstyle stronger. And I hope to see you out in the lobbies. If you enjoyed this video, hit a like, hit a sub, help the channel grow. If not, that's cool. I'll see you in the lobbies. Have a good day. Come out here. There he is. I see one now. Hit him for 46. Hit him for 64.